And we welcome you to race day 3 here at beautiful Lewis Downs in Gainesville, Florida. Our penultimate race day before the Triple Crown races. Actually, not penultimate, right? That'd be the final. No, last night. Just like saying penultimate. Um, of course, I'm Jimmy Rakes, your stride by stride for today's action. And we'll go ahead and send it over to Chris Lewis. Or, no, first of all, of course, got the weather conditions here in Gainesville, and we've got some rain in the forecast. The dirt will be running muddy, the turf will be running soft, and the synthetic track running good, not too affected by the rain, but those dirt and turf tracks definitely gonna feel it today here in rainy Gainesville. All right, for a little more pregame action, send it over to Chris Lewis. Chris,
Thanks, Jimmy. And yeah, more than a little bit of rain. It's you can see way down here on our
dumping.
chart from left to right. Muddy, soft, and good. I don't know that we've ever had conditions bad enough to affect the synthetic track. It's pretty immune to weather, but it's even gonna run
Yeah, I think you're
something other
right.
than fast.
Woo.
All right. Yes, as Jimmy mentioned, the Kentucky Derby is next race day. Then, of course, right after that, the Preakness, and then, of course, right after that, the Belmont. Uh, so just one more day of warm-ups before the big Triple Crown races. Don't miss it. Next race day is the Kentucky Derby. All right. Hey, last time out was a downhill day, and I'm going to say it was a success. There were wins on the downhill track for Zach, Alex, and Stefan. And Guy, who that win was Dirksen Keiko's first ever for the A grade horse. Uh, Three of those owners got two wins, Zach, Alex, and Guy. And then, in case you forgot, the downhill schedule has been announced in advance. So you can see that our next downhill races are on days 8, 12, and 14. And on day 12, we have the Eddie D Stakes, our other new stakes race this year. All right, quick little race day 3 preview. We got 10 races today. Zach has a horse in every race, and I thought I'd highlight some claims races. There's a really cheap claims race, just $5,000 for the horses in that race, and then the later claims race, there are four D grade horses, a higher price tag, 72,500, but um, four D grade horses, so some talent is available in claims today. Um, and then I think we got horses resting up for the next three race days at the big tracks because there's no grade C horses or better racing today. So grade D horses, when they're in races, are the favorites. All right, I was able to catch up with Zach earlier. I was able to ask him some questions. So Jimmy, maybe you can help me through the interview with Zach here. So I asked him, Zach, last year you won 25 races, which tied your brother Nate's win total record from 2024. I did the math. We have one less race day this year, but with three wins in the first two race days, we're on pace for 25 and a half. Is reaching 26 wins a goal again this year.
Yeah, breaking the all-time with win record would be a lot of fun to cheer for again, but winning a championship would be even better. If I could only win one race and win the championship, that would be preferable over 26 wins with no championship. The goal is to be competitive every week and be in a position to achieve both results.
Nice. And I asked him, you have a horseman every race today. Tell us a couple that you have your eye on.
Well, let's see. Brostradamus, Magical Crinkleear, and Olong Johnson are the ones I'd like to see continue building their career earnings. They all have over 100,000 earned, and to see those numbers continue to climb would be great. Also, don't count out Campfire Songs, who favors the longer races. Seeing those horses do well before going into Kentucky Derby week would be a huge morale boost for the stable.
All right. Thanks, Jimmy. And we want to thank Zach for joining us earlier. All right. Uh, the other brother. Let's do some Nate's knowledge. Nate, you here?
Yes, I am here. Thank you very
All right.
much.
Yes.
All right. This week, I just wondered if there were any horses that had any unusually high number of wins at each specific distance. So I did some digging and found these results. No horse has won more than one race at 6 furlongs and 11 furlongs. Most distances has two, but the highest number as the highest number of wins. However, there are a few standouts. As you can see, Sapphire Search won four of her races at 7 furlongs. Portugal the Fast had four wins at 9 furlongs, while Albie has three wins at 9.5, and Olong Johnson has three at 11.5. So a few standouts there for each individual distance. Back to you, Chris.
Yeah, those are fun stats. And I think it's particularly fun that there's 29 different horses that have won at 6 furlongs, but
Hmm.
nobody's won twice. That's a fun 29 way
That was a
tie.
lot.
Yeah.
And then I think I saw when I looked through this earlier that there were a couple horses that appeared twice. Yeah, there you go. 7.5,
Yeah.
24/7 Peony Express, and
And then at 10,
at
and then
10.
Olong Johnson's at 10.5 as well.
Okay, yeah. And 11.5, like some of those longer ones. Yeah, that's some fun knowledge.
Oh, Long
Oh,
Johnson.
Long Johnson.
Yeah.
All right, here's a look at the standings. Of course, the biggest change from last time was that Alex passed Jimmy to move into first place. So right at the top, that's fun to watch. Alex, of course, won the Saudi Cup, so was in a good position to be in first after race day one, but wasn't because Jimmy had such a good first day. The other one I'll highlight is that Nate has moved down from 11th to 13th and is yet to get a win. If I recall correctly, though, he had a slow start last year before storming back and winning the championship back-to-back years. But I do like to point out that you guys maybe should enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, last 2 years, we only had one win the first three race days on the first year too. So we,
Is
we
that
do
right?
this apparently.
All right, yeah, slow start, but it's a marathon, not a sprint, unless it's 6 furlongs. All right, everyone's favorite segment. We got the Dark Horse Detective, Jimmy.
Everybody's. All
Everybody's.
right. Let's see. All right, we're going. It was tough, as you said, no A, B's, and C's racing today, but still found a dark horse. We're going with race number 9. Gonna do La Rambla. So I'm sorry. Why did I say the? Oh, I went too far. The quad laser. You cannot defeat him, even though he's been defeated 4 out of his 5 races. Um, likes the speed, likes the distance, likes the surface. So we're going not hedging this time, not going to show. We're going quad laser for the win in race 9. Let's
All
do it.
right. All right. Quad laser for the win. And the favorite horse in that race is Checks in the Mail, who, of course, won our second to last race last year, which put Nate over the top for the championship.
And put the check in the mail. That's
I
what it
put the
did.
check in the mail.
That's right.
That's right. All right. And of course, we'll see with such bad weather today, a lot of rain. That's going to probably really impact the horses today. All right. So there's one last look at the standings. Um, Remind me to show you guys breeding stats after this because
Okay.
unlike last year, last year that we didn't have breeding stats early, of course, because the 2-year-olds hadn't raced yet. But this year we do because some of the owner bred horses are now 3 years old and have already started racing. So there's some fun things to look at there.
A champion at 2.
And it's Luck of the Irish with the win.
Kentucky Derby and Belmont Stakes winner.
The Kentucky Derby champion, Luck of the Irish.
The highest earning horse of 2025.
Catch but Luck of the Irish hit another gear. Full 2-length lead over the field as they come down the stretch.
Don't call it luck.
And Luck of the Irish with the win.
It's Luck of the Irish. Standing at Kalen's stable.
Yeah.
All right.
Woo!
Whose voice was that in there? Oh my god.
It's just an AI voice I found on 11 Labs.
Oh no, I was talking about my cameos.
Oh yeah.
Oh, your cameos, yeah.
So Kaylin always watches the broadcast live, but she's not here right now, so I got to make her watch it later.
Oh,
But another awesome commercial.
yeah.
Nate and I already talked. We love how the commentator says Kentucky Derby
Mhm. Yeah.
in the Irish accent.
Nice.
All right, so real
That's
quick,
well
let's look
done.
at some breeding stats. Those are over here in this purple section. So top stables. And then it's broken up into several segments. So this is who's going to win the prize, and that's 2-year-olds prize money in 2026. So there's nothing there yet. But as for all horses, so these are 3-year-olds in 2026. Jimmy's had 9 horses start a race. Brett too. Brett with the win there has the most prize money as a stable owner, or rather, I should say it this way. Horses bred by Brett have won the most money out of all the stables, horses bred by the respective stables. And so it's updated the all-time standings. Jimmy's still first with twice as many starts as anyone else. You can also see the top sires, which of course is the dad horses. This year, Tacticulator, he's the father of the horse that won that race. It was A Goat Tactics. And so he's on pace right now to be the top sire, which is the honor Peterburg won last year. And then top dams, of course, is A Goat Dynasty as the mother of the horse that won. Well, I got to update the conditional formatting for Guy on this page, but interesting stats over there if you're interested in looking at any of those. But that's that. Let's take a look maybe at race 1, Jimmy. Jimmy, I think
Yes, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay, there you go.
Getting my screen was off. All right, yeah, ready to rock here. Race number 1 on the dirt, 10 furlongs, just 6 horses, so everybody's getting money. Anything else to note here, fellas?
Yeah, Sensei's 2 wins were back to back last year in race day 10 and 16, and is the only horse in this field with a win on the dirt. Hobby Joggers was on the turf, so we'll see how they go.
Interesting. I guess I'll just be watching the owned horses, Hobby Jogger and Dignified. See if they can pull out a win for our owners. All right.
Sounds good. Let's head out to the slop. The muddy dirt track here, and they're off. We've got Zoom Legionnaire, Calamity, Sensei, Tula Whiskey in the top group there, along with Hobby Jobber and Dignified rounding out the field. Close race, 4-horse race as we get to the halfway point. Hobby Jogger, Dignified, trying to get up there with the free agent horses, but Zoom Legionnaire still setting the pace. Tulowitzki, Sensei, Hobby Jogger now coming up there. Calamity as well. 4-horse races. We come down the stretch. Calamity, Sensei, Zoom Legionnaire, Hobby Jogger, all nose to nose. Hobby Jogger in the lead now. Zoom Legionnaire zooming to the front, taking the lead and taking the victory. We've got a close race for second. Looked like a photo finish. Hobby Jogger with the win. Sensei, then Tulowitzki, Calamity, and Dignified pulling up the rear. But congrats, Zoom Legionnaire, on the win. And we'll head to Chris for a possible. No, this is not a claim. Sorry. Felt like a claims race.
Yeah, sure. No, not a claims race, but congrats, Zoom Legionnaire. Kalen getting second place there.
All right. Now we go to our first claims.
That's right.
Race. As Chris mentioned in the pregame, only $5,000 to claim one of these horses. Ended up with 5 J grade and 1 H grade there. Zach entering Preeminence, obviously the favorite here in race 2.
Yeah, Preeminence, the only win came on race day 13 last year in a $4,500 claiming race at this exact distance. So history might repeat itself.
Ooh, do you know, Nate, if that was if she was claimed in that race?
I don't have that on my notes right now, so
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't think
That's
so.
right.
On the spot, Chris. Come on. No.
Yeah. Well, but yeah, interesting though. But yeah, Preeminence a 2-grade favorite. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if there's an upset, but that's the horse to watch. And then, of course, the claims aspect is something to watch.
For sure. All right. Out to the turf. And they're off. Hay is for me out early with Earthling, followed by Mr. Mustachio, Preeminence, Yin Yang Triplet, and Russian Sympathizer. Earthling there. Still in the lead, halfway point. Hay is for me, Preeminence. In the top group, Yin Yang Triplet trying to get back in the race. Mr. Mustachio, Russian Sympathizer rounding out the field. But Preeminence and Hay is for me. Top group as we come down the stretch. neck and neck, nose to nose. Mr. Mustachio Yin Yang Triplet trying to get up there. Earthling as well, but it's going to be Preeminence. Hey, for me, Earthling making a late run, and it looks like Preeminence is going to hold off the field for the win for Zach. Hayes for me ends up in second. Then it's Earthling, Yin Yang Triplet, Mr. Mustachio, and the Russian sympathizer slowly getting in there, but made it to the finish. Preeminence, your winner. Did he go for $5,000, Chris?
Well, let's see. Yeah, congrats to Zach. And yes, Preeminence was claimed by Charlie for the $5,000. None of the other horses were claimed, but Preeminence will head to Charlie's stable, so an extra $5,000 on top of the prize money will head to Zach.
All right, there we go. Win and the claim.
Yeah.
All right, on to race number 3. Back out in the mud, and mostly H's here. Got Mix and Natural and Olong Johnson as eyes. And what are you guys looking for? Obviously, Olong Johnson with the 5 career wins. Looking good here.
Yeah, Mix and Natural making their season debut, the top earning I-grade horse last season with $45,950. So see if he can get the first win of the year.
Nice. And in the interview earlier, Zach said he had his eye on Olong Johnson. Racing against a bunch of H-grade horses, of course, is a little more of a challenge. And then a horse to watch, Swanson, 5 top 3 finishes in 8 starts. That's Nate's horse. Still looking for the first win. As is Nate on the year.
That's right.
Indeed. All right. Out to the mud here in the swamp. And they're off. Good hustle, Swanson, never-ending move. Out in the first group. Mix and Natural, Olong Johnson, Incredible Source, Cream of the Crop, and Silk Vanilla Creamer rounding out our field. But Swanson setting the pace in the back stretch, stretching that lead at the halfway point, almost a full length over Olong Johnson and Good Hustle. Cream of the Crop coming up there in the second group, but they're all trailing Swanson by almost a full length. Silk Vanilla Creamer now trying to get up in that group as well. Swanson building his lead. The race right now is for second. Is Swanson dominating down the stretch? Olong Johnson trying to make it interesting. They are. Mix and Natural also sneaking up on Swanson as we come down the stretch. And Swanson holds them off for the win. Mix and Natural ending up in second. Then it's Silk Vanilla Creamer in third. Olong Johnson fourth. Cream of the Crop and Incredible Source rounding out the money. And then Good Hustle, Never Ending Move rounding out the field. Nate, defending back-to-back champ, finally getting a win here in season 3.
All right.
All right. Congrats, Nate, and congrats, Swanson. Monkey off a couple backs, by the way.
Yeah, he was thinking about that all off season. So glad he got that. Glad he got it done.
Good deal.
Nice.
All right. All right. A reminder about the rainy conditions certainly impacting the results, even if our naked eye doesn't see it.
Absolutely. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Race number
Race
4.
number 4.
Yeah. On the dirt, 9.5 furlongs. Just 3-year-olds here, and short 6-horse field here. What do you guys see? Maiden, of
Looking at
course.
maidens. All 3 career starts for Hot Sauce have been on the synthetics. This is their first try on the dirt, getting some experience in the mud here.
So not only maidens, but also no one with a second place finish and only one third place finish. A couple of these horses making only their second career starts.
All righty. Let's see if some of them can get some of that winning experience here on the dirt. And they're off. Going to bed early with an early start. Overnight Celebrity there as well, but going to bed early, setting the pace. Overnight Celebrity right there, along with Hot Sauce, Gizmogul, Track Star, and Buzz rounding out the field. Overnight Celebrity now in the lead at the halfway point. Track Star and Hot Sauce right there. Hot Sauce trying to stay neck and neck with Overnight Celebrity. As they come around the last turn, Hot Sauce now overtaking Overnight Celebrity. Going to bed early. Track Star, Gizmogul trying to make a run, but it's a 2-horse race down the stretch. Neck and neck, Hot Sauce, Overnight Celebrity. Overnight Celebrity overtakes Hot Sauce for the win. Alex getting the win. Hot Sauce in second. Track Star for Zach in third. Then it's going to bed early for Guy. And Gizmogul picking up 5th Buzz in 6. Congrats to Alex, though. Overnight celebrity winning in the mud.
Yeah, congrats, Alex. He's having a good year already, first place in the standings, and get to win here in race number 4. All right, race 5, 9.5 furlongs on the dirt, grades F and G. This one ages 4 to 7. Nate, what do you see here?
So I've got Wilhelm Screen won his first 2 career races on dirt with Andrew Stable and was claimed by Casey on race day 18, 2024. No top 5 since then, so maybe missing Andrew Stable a bit.
Hmm. I mean, there's some horses with a lot of wins here. What is this? Five horses with at least 2 wins. So
Wow.
experienced group.
Indeed. All right. I got to quit turning my microphone off.
No.
Here we go. Out to the mud again. And they're off. Serendipity, Usurper, and Arbitrary Lines setting the pace earlier. Firepower there as well. Wilhelm Scream, Banjo, Television Static, Future World, and Start Ringo rounding out our field. But it's Wilhelm Scream racing to the front. There's Yellow Submarine taking the lead back halfway point. And it's back and forth. Wilhelm Scream, Yellow Submarine, Serendipity there as well. Usurper, Firepower, Television Static, all trying to make a run late. As they come around the turn, it's Serendipity pulling a little bit away from the field. Usurper not letting them, though. Serendipity and Usurper down the stretch. Serendipity holding them off right now. Wilhelm Scream and Firepower making a late run, along with Television Static. It's going to be a close one for second and third, but Serendipity gets the victory for Guy. Or is that Mark? That's Mark. Sorry. Television Static in second for Nate, followed by Wilhelm Scream, Usurper, Firepower, and Banjo rounding out the money. Then it's Arbitrary Lines, Yellow Submarine, Future World, and Star, Ringo. But Serendipity for Mark getting the win.
Congrats to Mark.
Nicely done. Nate with 2 horses there in the money, even if he's not getting the win.
All right.
Next race here. Back over on the turf. This is our declared maiden race, even though the last one had no previous winners as well. This one's going to be a short one, as we said, on the turf. And yeah, what do you see, guys? Obviously, Scandalgate, Earls in Trouble, Cabricon, E-grade horses.
Yeah, there are 3 horses in this field that finished third their last time out: Zamboni Pro, Trots, and Cabricon. So see if one of them can get their first win in this field.
My Nate's knowledge for this one is I've been waiting to see Scandalgate race again for a long time. Scandalgate raced on day 1 of 2025, so season number 2, day 1, and has not raced at all since. It's just kind of been
Has it
expensive.
been a Scandalgate?
It's just kind of
Why
been
he hasn't
maybe
been racing?
maybe that's what's going on, something we're not aware of, but it's kind of just been an expensive pet for Alex for over a year. Yeah, race just the one race, didn't finish in the top 6. Then yeah, didn't race, didn't breed, didn't do days 1 or 2 here, but it's finally back. So we're gonna get to see Scandalgate for the first time in a long time.
All right.
All
Let's
right.
head out to the turf for the start. And they're off. Earl's in Trouble, followed by Zamboni Pro. Off color, Scandalgate, Earl's in Trouble now. That top group, Peloton, Trots, Appetite Circus, and Zamboni Pro. Now the trailer, Scandalgate and off color, though, that top group as we hit the halfway point. Cabricon making a run, but off color. Setting the pace. Half length lead over Scandalgate. Scandalgate staying close, though. Nose to nose with off color. Cabricon and Earls in Trouble making a late run. Really strong for Cabricon and Earls in Trouble. Cabricon overtaking them all and getting the victory. I think that's what that word means. Chris knows. Cabricon win. That's what that means. Off color in second, followed by Earls in Trouble, Scandalgate, Trots, and Appetite Circus, and then Zamboni Pro, the trailer there. But congrats to the free agent horse, Cabricon, on the victory.
Congrats Cabricon. Let's take a look at this one. What a comeback, because it looked like this was a 2-horse race. Cabricon just hit the gas.
Big
Um,
time.
so more literally, Kabra Khan, I think, is the Mayan god of earthquakes. Uh, but there you go, win for Kabra Khan.
There you go.
All right, race number 7 of 10.
Alrighty. This one on the synthetic track. As Chris mentioned, probably the first time we've had weather actually affect the synthetic track. And we'll see how it shakes out. All E-grade horses here, so should be a close race and everybody getting money. What do you guys see? That's the spirit there. First, along with It Did It Use. It Did It Use? Am I getting that right?
Yeah, it did it use, yeah.
First race ever.
Yeah, I'm looking at Ichabod. Similar to Wilhelm Scream, three of the first 4 career starts were top 3 finishes in 2024, but none since.
I guess I'm most curious about those making their debut, and then Lint Liquor is a horse bred by Kalen, so owner bred horse racing in this one.
All right. We'll see how many times I can say lint liquor without laughing. Let's get them all in the gate here on the synthetic track, and they're off. That's the spirit. And the nuclear option, along with It Did It Use and Ichabod out early. Lint Liquor and Brostramus in the field as well. But nuclear option out early, almost a half-length lead. That's the spirit and Lint Liquor catching up, though. And 3 horse races were halfway. Brostradamus, Ichabod, and It Did Use trying to make it close. They just might. Seems like everybody's in the race still. Lit Liquor, nuclear option, though, fighting for the lead. That's the spirit. And the rest of the field just a half length back. Ichabod making a run there. Lit Liquor and nuclear option, though, staying in first. Full length lead over the field. Nuclear option sprinting towards the finish. Gets another win for Nate today. His second. Lit Liquor in second for Kalen. Brostradamus ends up in third, followed by Ichabod. That's the spirit, and It Did It Use. Congrats again, Nate. Victory number 2 on the year and on the day.
Nice. First off the claim.
There you go. Yeah, congrats to Nate, and
So close.
nuclear option just dropped the hammer at the end here. Went like her looked even to be pulling away a little bit, but not
Went
a
with the nuclear option there late.
nuclear option. All right, let's moving on.
Alrighty. Race, our second claiming race. A lot more money needed for one of these horses, though, in race number 8. And we do have some D-grade horses, though, available. Culprit, Ampersand, Metaverse, and Orange Blossom. And yeah, nice field here. What do you guys say?
Almost in the same boat as Scandalgate. Hippie DNA is their first start since race day 2 of last year when they were owned by Casey. So looking to shake some rust off.
All right, nice. Let's see it.
All right, head out to the turf. And they're off. Orange Blossom and Metaverse there. Qualis to Nombre now taking the lead. Hippie DNA, Orange Blossom in that top group. Ampersand making a run up there as well. But Qualis to Nombre setting the pace at the halfway point. Ampersand in second. Culprit now making their way up to third. Metaverse, Hippie DNA, Orange Blossom all in the race. I Never Lechuga, Frequent Flyer Mouse, and Central Bank a little behind. Metaverse, though, in the lead as they come around the turn. Orange Blossom, Qualis to Nombre right there. Orange Blossom definitely right there. Culprit making a run. Orange Blossom overtaking Metaverse and getting the win. Orange Blossom with the victory, followed by Culprit, Metaverse, Ampersand, the first owned horse there in fourth by Nate, and Hippie DNA and Qualis to Nombre rounding out the money. The other owned horses, I Never Lechuga, Frequent Flyer Miles, and Central Bank rounding out our field. But congrats to Orange Blossom on the win. Let's see.
Yes, so the 4 D grade horses finished first, second, third, and fourth. The 3 unowned D grade horses first, second, and third. Ampersand with a late charge got up to fourth. There were no claims. So
All
everyone
right.
returns to
Price was a little steep.
where they were. Perhaps that. All right.
All right. Just a few more races here.
2 more.
2 more. So our penultimate race, of course, on the turf, 10 furlongs. And should have a good one here. Just 1 D grade and tons of E, F, and G's. What do you guys see?
Bubba Buffering won her debut on race day 1, but facing much stiffer competition in this race, so let's see if she can get it done again.
Nice. And I love focusing on a career undefeated. So that's Bubba Buffering. Checks in the mail, we talked about, and the quad laser we talked about in the pregame. So the quad laser is Jimmy's dark horse. Checks in the mail with by far the most prize money in the field. And well, not quite prize money per start since Bubba Buffering's got that 1-for-1 career so far. We'll see how this one shakes out.
Alrighty. Out to the turf. Last horse in the gate, and they're off. It's Checks in the Mail and Free T, along with Magical Crinkle Ear in that top group. As they come around the first turn, Bubba Buffering making their way up as well. But Freeman T jumping out to an early lead. Checks in the Mail right there as well. Magical Crinkle Ear in that top group past the halfway point. The quad laser now up in that top 4. Sincere's Foreman, Haywire making their way up the top 3. And neck and neck with Checks in the Mail. Freeman T now with a half-length lead over the field, coming around the last turn. Checks in the Mail keeping pace. Haywire, Magical Crinkle trying to be there, but it looks like Freeman T, Magical Crinkle late run, close with Freeman T, and makes it a 1-2 sweep for Zach. Freeman T with the win. Magical Crinkle in second. The quad laser. Oh, I should have hedged. Quad laser in third. Olive Bell Bogavista in fourth. Then Fumble Ruski and Haywire in the money. Then it's Checks in the Mail, Sincere's Form, General. So Mount Timpanogos and Bubba Buffering down in the bottom.
Yeah, congrats to
again to Zach.
Yeah,
Magical Crinkle 1-2.
1-2 finish for Zach. All right, one more race today.
All right, last one. And then we'll start getting ready for the Triple Crown races. But first, race number 10 on the dirt. The muddy dirt here at the swamp. And small field. But what do you see, guys? 4 D-grade horses, of course.
I'm looking at Campfire Songs, best known for the big upset win in the 2024 Breeders' Cup Turf, but also dangerous on dirt. 4 top 3 finishes and 5 starts.
Nice. And certainly the horse with the most history and success in the group here.
For sure.
All right.
All righty, last race.
Zach mentioned them in the interview earlier also.
Indeed. All right. Last one of the day. Here we go. Folklore and Dominion out early, followed by Dork Dynamite, Newsbreaker, Prancer Size, Campfire Songs, and Wonderbat rounding out our field as we come on the backstretch. Dominion now in the lead. Lots of movement, 2 through 5, but Dork Dynamite now neck and neck with Dominion takes the lead. Folklore there as well. Newsbreaker and Prancer Size trying to make it a 5-horse race. Campfire Songs and Wonderbat actually trying to get close as well. Dominion, though, half-length lead over the field. Everybody else close to Folklore, but Dominion trying to pull away here in the backstretch. Big lead over Prancer Size. Prancer Size getting a little closer. Folklore as well. And we're pretty close here. Looks like it's going to be Dominion with the win for Stefan. Prancer Size in second for Alex. And then Folklore for Kalen, followed by Dork Dynamite, Newsbreaker, and Wonderbat all in the money. Campfire Songs just outside that top 6. But Stefan with the win. Dominion in the last race of the day.
Congrats, Stefan.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Biggest race of the day goes to Stefan and Dominion. All right, let's check the standings. How about?
Let's do it.
All right. Go ahead, Jimmy. Go ahead and build up
preview
the Kentucky Derby while I. Yeah.
As we've mentioned, Kentucky Derby 2 weeks from today, and all set for that. You got your get your mint julep ingredients ready.
Oh yes.
Get your fancy hats, and let's have a good Derby day in 2 weeks. And,
all right,
everybody's ready. A lot of, as we said, all the A, B's, and C's rested today. So
that's right.
Looking forward to a lot of talent there in that Derby next week.
All right, standings are updated here. Alex extending his lead in first. I guess, other ones I have memorized there is Nate from 13th to 12th. We'll see much bigger shifts in the standings with the Triple Crown races, of course. Johnny and Andrew still looking for their first wins. Neither of them raced today. But all right, everybody stay dry
Nice.
out there. Horrible weather today at Lewis Downs.
Yes.
But
Stay dry and enjoy the Super Bowl, of course, everybody.
yes,
Puppy Bowl as well. It's a big one.
yeah.
All right. For Nate Willett and Chris Lewis, I am Jimmy Rakes signing off here from Lewis Downs. We'll see you in 2 weeks at Churchill Downs for the Kentucky Derby. Goodbye, everybody.